Hello guys, Wahoo here, back to another video. This time around, a very exciting one. As you can see from the title, we now know why the PC version is faster of coming out than the console version of Trove. I don't want to go into it too much right here. I'll let James explain it first, and then I'll talk about it or how I see it after the clip. There's also the first part is basically him telling about the Q&A video or Q&A stream that they're gonna do. So make sure I will link in the description to the official Trove Discord, and you can find it, the question if you want to ask a few questions in that Discord. So I'll link that down in the description if you want to go down there. There's also our community Discord down there if you want to join that one as well. I'll update people with news and stuff like that more often than I do actually on YouTube. But I just want to show you the clip, but he talks first about the live stream that they're gonna do, the Q&A, and I included that because I want to know about it, but also I hope that they're gonna do more in the future because we want those Q&A actually a little bit more than just news video, or not news videos, but I would love to see more Q&A videos. Because they are doing basically Q&A in the first part, and then they're doing a second part of the new update we're getting in December or around the new year, the last update of the year, as we got Paragon update last year. So don't want to talk too much, just want to show you the clip which is coming up right here.
And yes, Pyro, that was actually my next thing that I was talking about. We are having for our next dev stream, which should be, I don't want to put my foot in my mouth, especially when I'm playing Bomber Royale, but our next dev stream's not is it the 11th? Might be the 11th. I think it's the 11th. Tentatively say it's the 11th for now. It is going to be 2 parts. It is going to be 1 part Q&A and another part new update for the game in the future. We've got something new that we've been working on. I can't even really say what it is because we renamed it, so I can't even say what the feature is that we're bringing into it, but it is something that is going to revolutionize Trove as it is now and move it forward. So we're very excited to talk about that, but I will leave that to Adam and Andrew, who are very excited to bring that information to you guys and share it with you. I won't spoil. What I will spoil is probably November 11th-ish. If for some reason it gets delayed, I will make a post about it in the next 3 days, but I'm going to get that confirmed as soon as I can, so that you guys know that we want to do another Q&A. We're dying to do a Q&A. The whole dev team has been just poking me about it left and right. And I didn't have internet all last week, so it was amazing to come back to all these messages of like, hey, when are we doing the dev stream? Hey, when are we doing the dev stream? The Q&A? Yeah, soon. So we're definitely doing that. Get your questions into the Discord. There is currently a channel open in the Discord. I believe it says live stream questions, I believe is what we titled it. But that is going to be your best chance to drop a question in for the devs so that they see it. We'll also have another Facebook post going up. We had one up, but I had to take it down, sadly, just because times weren't certain. But we will put up another one to collect those live stream questions now that we are a bit closer to our November live stream. So do keep an eye open for that. But thank you, Pyro, for that reminder, because yes, we very excited about that Q&A live stream that is going to happen next month. Wow, I am constantly dying. Pretty cute. Question live stream. Yeah. So we know we've got a lot of people who are very excited to ask their questions, and I can't guarantee what the next rework's gonna be. I honestly want it to be Gunner or Tomb Raiser, but I don't really have a say in it. This wall's not there. This wall's not there. There's no texture here. Duck! Make it through. But we are very excited to show you some of the things that we've got in development. Don't have access to the auth code. There's so little questions. All right, Pyro, we will make sure that we do that. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna put up another Facebook post, and we'll put another reminders on there to get in the Discord and drop your questions in that Discord, because that's really where a lot of our devs hang out. That's where they take a lot of like immediate feedback from the community, is they look at support tickets and Discord immediately. Those are the first 2 things that we always look at. So if you want your responses seen pretty quickly, that's the way to do it. Oh no, somebody broke my grapple hook. Duck power, go! Duck power! Aw. I don't have... life is like a hurricane. Twitch drops are currently active here on Twitch on this stream. We're going to be going for a little bit while longer, an undetermined amount of time. I may keep playing for another 15 or so minutes, but then leave it for another 15 because I want to guarantee that everybody gets their drops, and I want to make sure everybody who comes to the stream to pick up their Gamigo Ween code is able to do that. So we're going to have a splash screen at the very end of the stream that's going to include all of the codes, and I will go through and try to update the ones that are actually lowercase, because that was a mistake. I'm sorry about that. There are some codes that are lowercase only for some of the anime games, and we want to make sure that those are reflected properly. So do bear with us on that. We'll get that fixed. I love the giant brush. Just look, just so menacing, like, yeah, brush. Wee, wee, wee. Also, while we're here and we're talking about the future of our live streams, there have been talks of doing a live stream session where we play Battle Royale like this, but do it on PlayStation. Is there enough people in here that are actually interested in that? Is that something that you guys would like to see sooner rather than later? Because that is something we can absolutely have happen. Doing PS4 streams with the community so you guys can earn some of our dev trophies on that platform is totally in the realm of possibility. Yeah, we know that the community feels a little split just because it doesn't have cross progression. And before anybody asks, yes, and Xbox as well. I happen to have both consoles. Just so everybody is aware, and I just want to float this question of here, why cross save? Why not cross progression? Blah blah blah. It's because the game was not originally designed for that. It was originally designed as a PC game, and then it was later ported to consoles. And unfortunately, because that is how the original dev structure does work, development happens on the PC side first and happens on consoles after. Console updates are a lot more intermittent throughout the year because they are a lot harder to get approved and tested. PC patches we can do in-house. Console patches have to be sent out to the console manufacturer. There's a process behind that. This takes time. So unfortunately, a lot of our major updates are saved for those console times. That's why it doesn't happen immediately. And I know a lot of you are upset about that and possibly didn't understand. So that's me explaining why that is. That's not to say moving forward that things can't change in the future. Just so you all are aware right now, it's not something that is currently on the docket of being developed. It's basically something that would break the game if we tried to implement it. So, that being said, we do want to give more love and attention to the communities that are on consoles, Switch, Xbox, PlayStation. We will be doing some future Bomber Royale streams in the future on that, so you guys can get some dev trophies there. And we really do appreciate everyone who does play the game, because we wouldn't have this game if it wasn't for you guys, the community. So continue to play it on your platform of choice, and let us know what you think in the Discord and on social media, because we really do want that feedback. We want to hear from you. We want to hear how you're feeling about it. If you're running across issues with exploiters or something wrong with the economy, drop us a message in Discord. Let us know.
All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I did for sure. I was blown away by that easily explained. We have asked so many times why the versions are not the same, and we finally got an answer. So I'm just very happy. It's very simple. Basically, as I've said before, I've said this many times actually, this was just a theory, is that Xbox and PlayStation, also Switch, they want a more polished update. So when they do an update for PC, for example, they can throw it out like if it's even only like halfway done or something like that. And hey, somebody's might be comment that yes, all the updates are just halfway. Haha, jokes on that. But the thing is that like I said, Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch, at least Xbox and PlayStation, I could see that because I don't know much about Switch, but I would assume it would be the same. They want like polished updates. They don't want just like a hot fix or something like that. They want the being like completely like I would say completely done, but like 90%. There might be a few issues here and there that they might have to fix, and they're kind of also using, I guess, PC versions to kind of be that test one as well. So that's why they are harder to get out there to, because they want those polished, and they can't just polish it enough, and then they basically use PC version to do that. And maybe you see, hey, okay, well now the PC version is good. There's no more hot fixes coming for that update. But then that's the next part. The PC versions are also tested in-house, as he says, and are tested in-house, the PC version. That means that they have people that are testing it, probably like Andrew and Adam. They are probably doing, maybe James even is also, doing tests and stuff like that. They might also have other ones. And they could also have console updaters, or not updaters, sorry, testers. But if there is not a lot of I don't think that other games. I don't think the Gamigo has any other games on any like those platforms. I don't think they have it on any consoles and stuff like that. I think all their games is PC, and then like Trove is just like the only game that has like console versions of them. So I think it's just very expensive to have like a guy sitting there, or a woman. It could be anybody, a person sitting there and video or testing an update that's coming out every 3 months, and then like the Boomer update, for example, was not super huge. And it might take the person a week to test it all out, right? And then what is the person going to do for the rest of the time, right? The person could do other things for sure, but I don't know. It just seems very expensive to just have a person sitting around doing so. So they have the console version is out of house, as they say, or I say basically. But what he's saying is that it's out of house. They basically send it to a company that can approve it and say, hey, and tell Xbox and PlayStation that this is okay, because if you are your own company, you don't have the same credibility, because they might think that, hey, you're just cheating the system and saying, yeah, that's good, right? If you have another independent company, if they improve it, then they can send it there. So there might even be rules that you can't even there might even be rules to you can't even put out versions without having a separate company saying that it's okay and stuff like that. That would also be my theory. That's why they don't have it in-house. Because they could have their own testers, but Xbox and PlayStation wouldn't allow it anyways. They do need that independent company. And my thing is that maybe an update costs let's say 100,000 to get approved. And if they have to do that 4 times a year, that's that's 400,000, right, a year. But if they bundle them together, right, as one update, that's only 100,000. So let's say they do that 2 times a year, so that's only 200,000. That's half price. So instead of spending you would have the games up to date, all of it, and I would love to see that, but I can also see it being super expensive to throw out all these updates all the time, because if you do it out of house, or you do have to pay that companies in some way. You can't just say, hey, you do this for free because we want it, right? You can probably make some kind of contract with them, and that probably make it is more or less expensive and stuff. But that's how I see it, is that they're bundling them together because it would just be too expensive, and Trove does not make that much money. I'm pretty sure that you can do every single update. I know they've done it before, but I think it's because they might have made a deal, or Trove was just making more money back then, or something like that. I think they just want to make sure that the game survives instead of have to shut it down, because now it's just not making any money. So I think the choice is between either having a game or having no game. If we want the game to continue, we have to have this business model. But if you want the other one, then we are just not going to have a game, because it's just going to be too expensive to run. And you can say, oh well, they only think about the money. Sure, but they also are a company, and they do have to make money. And I don't think Trove makes enough money. Just not because it's becoming a dead game, but it is a free-to-play game. So there's just a lot of people playing the game, but maybe not a lot of people throwing money at the game. And that's not really Gamigo's fault. That's just people should. It should support the game, right, if they want to, right? So with that said, that's just my 2 cents of what breaking this whole thing down. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it made you think about a few things, and I'm just so happy that I finally got the information of why these are slow, because it's sent to some other company, and if they're not happy either, you know, if they can't approve it, you know, they have to send it back, and there's a lot of stuff. And I'm pretty sure that the dev team right now at Gamigo or at Trove, I think it's only Andrew and Adam, and then they have like a separate arts team. They talk about having an arts team, but I think that's a community arts team for like all their games and stuff like that, and then they throw in some requests and then they get them back. So I'm pretty sure it's only like Andrew and Adam. They haven't mentioned, I've seen all the live streams so far, and I'm pretty sure it's like only these two guys that are working actually on the game, and there might be a few others, there might be some interns and stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure that the dev team is very, very little. But I want to say, if it's only those two guys that are doing all this for Trove, I think it's amazing. I'd rather have two guys, you know, doing all this and actually with such passion than actually like a big dev team, like 20 people or something like that. Or that's maybe not too big either, but like on a game like Trove, I think 20 people would be kind of crazy. But maybe someday I'll make a video saying, hey, the dev team is actually this large, or hey, actually like 100 people or something like that, who knows. But at least if it's only Andrew and Adam, I think they're doing a great job, and I hope they keep it up. And also James, that is the new community manager, I think he's doing a wonderful job as well over there. And as long as we have a game to play, I'm just happy. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, put your comments down below about how you feel about all this, or what your theories are on the on how things are over there. So anyways, thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!